Zambia namo kuti wana kano kwaluluila nachilala because nachino efimuti efima painkillers, you know, mama nokubogofa kuti nakufimba ichikuru nacho nachifimba nali fyutu kama ilo nali pona I fell kuna nikane kuda kufima roller skates fyabo fit. I don't even know why I'm doing that. But you know, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll go back. So, chinga chapuri, ndebweke. Ish, tatama. Ngachapula ndebweke lako. But apana vuka, I checked through social media. Nasango kuliko tuma articles tuwa very interesting. Nasanga kaka article kabena chitaru chirufya kubale bakakanja kunkongole then natamba kuna Antoine Kane akakambika ka interview kaba mdala ba winter badela ndapama members of parliament who have crossed then naisa monako nombana I article hii. You know, the statement coming from ECZ. That is what I want to discuss. Ina nkane article yawa ECZ. I don't know, and I'm discussing it because I've seen that some people want to mislead the nation over a very straightforward statement. A very, very straightforward statement. At ECZ bars, candidates who are not on the Registrar of Societies record. That is not true. That is not true. ECZ has not barred candidates who are not on the records of the Registrar of Societies. I don't know why people like to mislead others. The statement is very straightforward. The problem mwalite mwokulanda, and yet you don't want to read. You don't want to acquire knowledge. Mufwafe okulanda if you mule mufwafe bwino fe chapo if mule fwa okulanda. Instead of first, you know, you acquire knowledge. Inefo nchita nshasa mbirira ine. Nshakwata fima degree nashanyuka. Nshafikwata. And I don't really see a reason of getting ifima degree na finish. I don't see myself doing that. I mean, narikota kare for what? Narikota grade 12 certificate. So that's all I'm interested in. Narikota grade 12 certificate, and with my grade 12 certificate, I can be a presidential candidate. But anyway, the point is that with my humble education background, I always make sure that I, you know, educate myself on a subject before I start talking. I read. Imota mfu okuberenga. Mwali kwa ifima degree ne ifima PhD, but tamfu wa okuberenga. Instead, you base yourself on your emotions, on your opinions, on speculations. Read before you start interacting, especially in the public. So by ECZ, they have not said they are barring candidates who are not on the records of the registrar. No, they haven't said that. What ECZ have said is that the person that is signing, a candidate must present an adoption certificate. A candidate must present an adoption certificate. That adoption certificate must be signed by the president and the secretary general of the party who are registered, who are on the records of of the Registrar of Societies. It is not the candidate who should be on the records of the Registrar of Societies. It is the person signing the adoption certificate. That one is the one who has to be on the records of the Registrar of Societies. Because if you are not on the Registrar of Societies, how will ECZ confirm that this is your party? So basically, all they are trying to say is that the owners of the party should be the one to sign. The ones who are in charge of that party should be the one to sign. They don't have to be candidates. Of course, in certain cases, they will be candidates themselves. But even if you are not on the Registrar of Societies, but you are a candidate, as long as the one who has signed the adoption certificate alipa ma records ya Registrar of Societies, that's fine. That's fine. And I know a number of you people are talking like this, and you're looking at Brian Mundubile. In terms of Brian Mundubile, for example, as long as Bachifumubanda ngepo balipa ma records, that's fine. Eba fideva signer. Na Secretary General eufilo kusaina. Brian Mundubile does not need to be on the Registrar of Societies records. He doesn't have to be. It has to be the president of FDD and the Secretary General. These are the people that should sign. So take over kanyati because you are trying to confuse people. I will not pretend. I operate in transparency and in truth. I want Brian Mundubile to be on the ballot. I want Brian Mundubile to be on the ballot. I know he's not going to win. It's not that I am supporting him, I want him to win. No, I know he's not going to win. But he's the only substantive to take off your opposition. Okay, you who can give our election credence? Who can give our elections credence? So let Brian Mundubile stand. He can never win. It is not possible. He can't win. Nangu Jesus Christ aisa tialesa mkumuvotela. Techa wine Mundubile. But let Mundubile be there so that chikamoneka kwa taka inde ichilema only stood no tunyerere. Because avambia candidates aba tunyerere. So Brian Mundubile ule moneka kwa timunangu at least eminine. Ule moneka kwa timunangu. Tapali. Anyway, I'm coming back at 20 hours. 20 hours, I want to dwell more on this issue. Here, our speaker and our members of parliament, I will discuss that. Anyway, bye. Twaralanda kolimbi. Nachirafa wafia tindande kopalidi. Before tamula furunga na sana. Ninjishwana mulala. But anyway, ili mwakula buka mwara isanga video. Get things in the right context. Bye and have a good day.